Okay, so it's just gone midday here, so we'll just have a little look around. We'll climb over these mountains here because there's something quite interesting on the other side. I'm going to go the opposite direction to where my friend's living because he's out for blood this evening and I really don't want to give him the satisfaction. So yeah, we're going to go this way. You see there's no kind of stone nodes or anything around here either. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they come back after about a week or so. And I guess it does kind of slow the game down slightly, that they're not respawning too quickly, because otherwise you could just build really powerful houses really quickly and then everyone would be, well, it'd get a bit boring because people would become too difficult to kill and everything. So when it's slower like this, it just makes it a bit more exciting because everyone starts off with just crap. And I mean, the gun I've got at the moment, even though I've one-shotted him with it, it's quite far from being the best. But he doesn't wear armour, so he's got very squishy melon. Okay, so I'm going to run around the back of these mountains. I guess another thing I should mention is the info bar at the bottom, which wasn't in the last video. I think Rust did an update this morning that allowed kind of certain updates and add-ons and things to start working again. The bar is pretty important because it's nice to know what the time of day is and how many people are online, if the plane's out, if the helicopter's out, which way I'm facing, coordinates, all that sort of thing. Because it's pretty easy to get lost, or you know, when it gets dark, it gets really dark, and then you've got kind of predators and stuff running around. It's quite easy to run into them at night time or just get completely lost. So I'm really pleased to see that that info bar is back. So there's a structure around here somewhere. You see those pylons in the distance, they kind of link all the structures up all over the map. So as a general rule, I try not to build too close to them, but close enough that it's quite easy to run to them and get all the resources in the kind of the landmark areas, I guess you could call them. The places that we were at last time with all the barrels and the boxes and things. So yeah, I think the one we were at before was the water treatment plant, which I hadn't actually been to before, but it looks really similar to Radtown and some of the other places. So I wonder if he is going to be running around here as well, because he's after a particular item to get more stone or metal or something. I see that I enjoyed a trap. I assume he's talking to me. Oh, maybe the trap was the blunt instrument thing that I thought I stepped on that did a lot of damage. So it could just be the trap that injured me and not him. Possibly. Okay, so I'm looting these boxes and getting more XP. So another feature that they've added to the game, in addition to the new XP thing, are these doors here. So before it was just a kind of a doorway you could just run through. I guess they've just made it slightly more challenging, and they put all these doors in, and I don't know, you've got to kind of use up your weapons and things, bashing them down. I'm pausing because I think I can hear footsteps again. So I'm just going to duck down a bit so I'm not making any noise. And yeah, so I am armed this time, so I'm ready for his nonsense. So we'll go up to the top of this tower, see if there are any boxes up there, but also to have a good look around, see if he's here. So if I'm quiet, then he won't be expecting me here, and we can get a headshot on him and then loot him, so that'd be fun. So I think, yeah, you can see the textures are having a bit of an issue in this game as well. But then it is in alpha, so I guess they're still changing loads of bits to it. texture mapping is probably something they're looking into at the moment. But yeah, I kind of wish that they would sort out the focus as well, because it's only the centre that's in focus and everything else is a little bit blurry. It never used to be like that, and it makes it really hard to hunt French people when you can't really, you can only see in the centre bit. I can't see anyone running around, but I'm pretty sure I heard footsteps. Oh, I think that was me. But yeah, if he's looking for one of these devices for the quarry, he will be coming to places like this to find the boxes, because I think the charge that you need for the quarry, you can only find it in the crates. I guess they'll make it accessible once you hit a certain level, but I don't think he's that high level. Well, not too much higher than me anyway. And well, he obviously hasn't learnt the recipe for it, otherwise he wouldn't be asking. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to be exploring places like this and looking for them. So we've got to be on our guard. So there is another place nearby, but I think slightly closer to his house as well. So I reckon he's going to go to that one first, and then if he doesn't find it, he'll run over to this one. So I just need to be very stealthy and just hope that we manage to find it. So I'm not going to bash any of those barrels, because that's obviously going to make way too much noise. I think so. Yeah, there are 4 other people playing as well. Just put that in there. But yeah, if I see anyone there, I'm going to get shot at. And I suspect we've all got houses in pretty much the same area as well, which makes it very exciting. So yeah, I think that was my footsteps I heard just then. But we're just going to sneak over here, because I know that there's usually a box over here, so we want to try and get that before he gets a chance to. It'd be really great if we found one of the quarry charging type things that he's after, so I can pinch it before he gets to it. Yeah, obviously it takes a lot longer because we're sneaking. It's definitely worth it, because then we will last a bit longer. So I normally just charge around this place and just don't really care how much noise I make. But yeah, he knows very well that I've killed him twice, so I'm going to be in a lot of danger these days till he gets his score up a little bit. So there's a box over here. I think this is, yeah, it just looks like a first aid box, so I think it's quite unlikely there's going to be a quarry charge in that. Okay. I just heard something strange, like an explosion. So maybe he's hitting the barrels. I think that pipe over there, that's where there's another kind of hotspot area. And I think he's around there somewhere. So if we hide in foliage as we approach it, hopefully we're going to see somebody. In fact, I'm going to equip that other gun that's got 7 bullets in it. So yeah, you see there's a lot of motion up there, which is kind of annoying because it's the game, this thing's swaying, or it's the detail that's still loading or something like that. It's kind of scary because I just don't know if it's a person or what's going on up there, if it's just plants or an animal or a French person. But we're going to go up and have a look and hopefully survive. So here we go. There's not really much cover around here either, so it might make sense to head to that concrete block first. There's a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of action tonight. So we're just nearly up the top of the hill. There's nothing to hide behind, so we're going to be in trouble. I can't see anyone running around. That's a good sign. At least until we can find some cover anyway. I'm going to head straight for that building over there. And hide in that building and wait for somebody to turn up. Because when I do start shooting, it's going to echo all around this area. And I think generally when I hear kind of bullets echoing around, I head in the opposite direction. I generally don't get involved in shootouts. So they probably won't be expecting me to be the one starting it. Okay, so just change my mind and go this way. I can't hear anything. So it's possible that he's not bothering to get boxes from me. No, he's not bothered. Okay, well that's fine. So I'll pick up some stuff instead. Right, so we've got a good spot now inside the building. Much harder for him to see that we're here as well. Okay, well I'm gonna spend a bit of time just hanging out here waiting for him to arrive, and yeah, we'll continue this next time when the action starts. So thank you for joining me, and see you in part 3. Toodles!